Hey guys, Travis from Solo Custom Archery. Just doing some more pre-season prep. Out here, got my backpack fully loaded. I am going on a backpack trip this year, so I've been wearing my backpack around, getting used to carrying it. Today, I'm actually in a forest reserve. You cannot hunt here, but the reason I'm here is that it's one of the hilliest areas next to or within driving distance of my house. And as you can see back here, it's an area where people come to walk up and down these stairs because there's this huge hill here, which is a great workout. I've done that myself, but that doesn't really fit for what I'm doing now. I'm going to be walking through the woods when I'm hunting, up and down hills without stairs and without trails to walk on. So today I'm going to walk through the forest, bushwhack through the forest just like I was hunting. So I won't be walking on the stairs, I'll be walking up the hills and up and down the hills. The whole area is hilly, so I plan on doing 10 miles all around this area. And I'll check back in with you. Well, I just left a nice comfortable trail to walk through this junk. Alright, finally made it into the woods. Once you get inside the canopy of the woods, it's a much better situation. Once I left the path there, I had to go through about 100 yards of tall ragwood and thorn bushes up over my head, and that's pretty difficult to get through. But now inside the woods, you know, under the canopy of the woods, the undergrowth isn't nearly as thick. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's a big ridge, big tall ridge up behind me. And that's what brings me over here, is that this area is kind of unique to the area around here. This is all farm area, flat as a pancake. But in this particular area, there is some pretty decent hills. So I'll be walking through up and down these ridges of these hills all day today. My pack's about 50 pounds. Hope to get it a little lighter by the time I actually go hunting, but I just loaded up a little heavy for now to get used to it. And I'll be walking uneven ground. That's very important. I know people that get ready for hiking trip. Well, hiking trips are a little different because you're on a trail, but a hunting hiking trip, you're not on a trail. So I know people that go walk the track at the gym or go down the bike trail and get in condition, and I do that stuff too because of convenience, but you have to get out here and walk on the forest ground, uneven ground, to get your feet and your ankles and everything used to it. Otherwise, when you go on a trip, you could be in cardiovascular shape, but your joints and your ankles aren't used to it, and you'll feel it big time by the second day, third day into the trip. So you have to, it's important to do the real thing every once in a while to get your body used to it. You know, I hear a lot of different stuff from people that are, you know, getting used to, or, you know, getting ready for a trip to go with me or something like that. They'll say, well, I'm not going to go to the forest reserve with a backpack on, look like an idiot, or I'm not going to walk down my street with a backpack on, or I'm not going to go jogging with a backpack on because my neighbors will think I'm crazy or something like that. Nobody should care about that. You know what I'd be embarrassed about being caught doing? Being in the drive-thru at McDonald's. If somebody's going to judge me for having a backpack on and working on getting myself in condition, then I don't care what they think anyways. Shortest distance is always straight up, but if it gets too steep, you have to take an angled route. here for conditioning purposes. Resist the temptation of walking down these trails. Okay, I pulled my compass out of my bag. I'm going to practice a little navigation. I don't need it here. I can hear the road everywhere I'm at. It's not that big of an area. But I'll do it just to practice my skills. Plus, there's cell phone service here, so I could see on Google Maps. But places you're going certainly can't rely on cell phone service, so you do have to know how to navigate with a compass. So I pinned it on. This is the way I like to do it. I wear a pin on. I can look down and just follow my heading. So I usually come up with just a direction I want to head, ideally perpendicular to the road that I came in on. That way I know if I walk, whether it be 4 hours in one direction, say I walk 4 hours west, and it's always faster on the way out because you're not hunting and stuff, but I could assume that I walk 3 hours east and find the road. Okay, now when I get to the road, I have to use my instincts to figure out where my car's at, whether it be north or south of where I hit the road, or if I have cell phone service on the road, I could find that out by looking at Google Maps. But that's the way that I do it, so I'm going to practice it. So I just checked out Google Maps. I put a drop point where I want to end up and how long I think it's going to take, and I'm going to put my phone away and I'm going to try to find it, and when I get over I'll see how close I am to my destination by following my compass and trying to stay in a direction I want to go and guessing on time. Because that's pretty much how I follow how far I've gone. If I don't have any kind of navigation system, is how much time I've walked. So I'll know, like I said, 4 hours in, 4 hours out, or it's always less on the way out, but that's fine. Less is better. It's funny, when I'm actually hunting, I'm always conscious to not go down an elevation like this, because I always know that I have to go up afterwards anytime I go down. But since I'm training, I'm doing it intentionally. Try. It's been raining all morning. That was slick. Okay, back at my car. I didn't do the 10 miles I set out to do. Stopped at 7.5. I used the Map My Run application on my phone to keep track of distance and time, and it took a lot longer than I'd planned to go a mile, bushwhacking straight through, up and down the ditches and canyons and whatever you want to call it, over ridges. Some miles took me almost an hour. We're going through tall thorns and stuff like that. So I'm glad I did that. I never tracked time going straight through the woods like this, so I need to know. So when I plan my trip, you know, as opposed to I did a couple miles walking down a dirt trail and it's taking me 20 minutes a mile. And when I was trying to keep a straight line on a compass, I was just going through anything in my way, whether it be, you know, straight up and down ridges and whatnot. It was taking me 50-55 minutes a mile. And I wouldn't do that when I'm hunting. I was only doing it because it's a training session, so I wanted to make it hard. But if I'm hunting, I wouldn't be going straight up and down ridges. I'd be taking the path of least resistance. But you do have to know that to plan your route if you're going on a backcountry trip. So how many days you have, how many miles you want to cover. And I mean, for instance, I'm going in November, so days are short. Don't have much time.